Hey guys, welcome back. You already know I'm here and I just really need to talk. Okay, so I'm just get right to it. I want to say that this weekend has been crazy. I would say Mercury is definitely in retrograde. Okay, I just want to say that out because it's just been okay. So not yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Oh my God, I'm so crazy. All right, so Saturday was my sister's birthday, and it was also, I had a client. So I decided, after my client, it was a short client because I was out of her house by like 5 o'clock. So I was like, after, I'm just going to go straight to my sister. I made sure I packed some clothes over or whatever to go straight to her house to do a sleepover. She was going out anyway for the day to celebrate her birthday. So I was just like, just finally do a sleepover and just chill or whatever. The next morning, today was church. I didn't really like it was outside of my home, so you just want to wake up and maybe just chill or whatever. So she wanted to go to church. I was like, okay, I'll do it or whatever. So I got ready and everything like that. And sometimes you really have to like go with your gut. You know what I'm saying? If you're not in it, it's just not. Maybe it's a reason, right? So I went over. We got ready. We left the house or whatever, and we were supposed to go to 175th. This church is Hillsong, the Hillsong Church. It's on 175th near George Washington or whatever. I'm like, first of all, that is far. Okay, it's far. Okay, if anybody know where it's at, first of all, I'm from Brooklyn, so 175th is far. I we end up getting on the wrong train. We went the opposite direction, and for me, I was just like, this sounds like a sign. Like we and I didn't even lead the way. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, this might be a sign. I didn't lead the way, and we go in the opposite way. Then and I had my work bag. My work bag is very heavy. So now I'm like, oh, now I gotta get up, go up the stairs so we can get on the right train. So now I'm going over there. I end up we get to 175th and I'm hearing this song, like this guy is just like singing a song or whatever. And I was just like, he was cool, like he did, it just gravitated towards him. So I was just like, oh wow, he sound amazing. That's good networking or whatever. Like, I have some ideas in the works for the future. So I'm there like, yeah. Plus it was just there. Like, when you just go with the flow and it's just like, it just felt right enjoying like a mini concert in the train station, So she was like, it was like 4 minutes to church, before it started. So I'm like, okay. So I was like, all right, let's go. I went upstairs. We were going to the church. She was like, oh, it's that big one right there. So I'm like, oh, okay, like whatever. So I'm walking. It's like, it's in like kind of like a gated, they have like ropes and all this stuff. And I'm looking or whatever. And everybody's like, hello, hello, like directing us where to go. Now I see like 10 to 15, I don't even know if it was 20, maybe 10 to 15. I don't want to exaggerate, metal detectors. I was like, where are we where the church has metal detectors outside, not even inside the building, but outdoors, right? So now, but before you, and there's lines in each, like this is TSA and it's, the airport. Like, so now before you get through the metal detectors, you have to have your bags checked, searched, basically. Your bags have to be searched. So my sisters go through, and I'm just sitting here like scratching my head, like, do I really want to be at a church where you have to have metal detectors and your bags be searched? Like, for real? Like, really? I'm from CCC. So I'm used to the welcoming aspect of it, like where you feel safe. Like, I don't feel safe that, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's ironically supposed to make you feel safe because they have metal detectors and they're searching your bag, but I don't feel safe but because you have to have metal detectors and you have to search my bag. Like, who are you? Like, you're deterring people from coming to church and seeking God if you got to go through metal detectors. Like, to me, whatever. So again, I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I am a braid specialist, right? Painless braid specialist. I carry scissors. I carry a lot of things, right? So now I have this big work bag. Everybody who sees it is like, it's a travel bag. Like, it's big and it's like patent leather, whatever. So she puts it on the table. So I'm just looking like, yo, seriously though? She goes through every department. She pulls out my podcast speaker because I had it with me. Mic, not podcast speaker, but she pulls it out and she's just like, oh no, I don't know. I'm like I was ready to snatch it out of her hand. Like, why are you taking my microphone? Like, and she's like, oh no. She goes to a supervisor now. I'm like, first of all, plus I slept over my sister's house. So I also have my toothbrush in the side pocket that she's like almost dropped out of my bag, and my deodorant is there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm there like, yo, like, this is very uncomfortable and very embarrassing. Like, I can't come to church and just sit down and have the word. Like, who? So the supervisor's like, oh, that's the speaker. It's okay. It's a mic. You could give it back. So she puts it in. Now she goes through my bigger compartment, and I just was like shaking my head because, again, if she pulled out my mic, this was going to be a situation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm there like trying to be all calm and collective. Again, I'm just like, this doesn't even make sense. Like, I don't like the energy of this situation, of this church. I don't like it. Like, I don't like it because I do not feel this is a welcoming church. You know, so I could, people can, anyway, so I'll talk on more on that. But so now she opens up and she sees my scissors and stuff like that. And there was like a security guard or maybe a cop or whatever. They had security guards, which I think were like cops. Because they had like uniforms and vests, you know, and I just was like, yo, this is some serious stuff for a Sunday morning. And they, what she did, they looked at it and it was like scissors, and they was like, no, you can't come in. Nah, we can't let that in. And I was just like, what the, wow. So basically I had to get off the line and go home. My sister came back out and, you know, and we end up just like walking around and stuff like that and enjoying the day. It was a really beautiful day today. But I just kind of was like, wow. Like, you clearly can see that this is a work bag. I have my hair clips, the combs and everything like that, but they were not allowing it in. So I just was like, I would never go to a church where I feel like I felt like a criminal. Like, I felt like you already assume that somebody is going to do something. And if you're in that mindset of we taking precaution because we don't want nothing to happen, that is literally putting that out there in the atmosphere or the universe that something is going to happen. And it's just going to bring that in. And for me, I'm a person who has that type of message where you have metal detectors, but you're saying you believe in God. I thought it was walk by faith and not by sight. And like, whatever happens is in God's hands. Should you die, should that be your you know, like, should that be in your stars? It should be written or whatever that you die, you know, whatever. Then that's what's going to happen. But if you have precaution like this, and this is all the time. This is not like you had some guest that was very important and you want to protect them and you had your security and your safety. This is every Sunday. This is what it is, and this is okay. Like, it's okay for some people, but it's not okay for me, where I wouldn't be able to listen to a preacher because I'm so heavy on everything happens for a reason, and to believe in God, to know that He is my guide and I'm protected and things like that. But to, because it's a contradiction where you're like, we got safety officers, we got security, we got all of this, and someone is coming in for a word. I don't see how that even makes sense. I feel like that really highlights the fear. And you're thinking about the fear because you're like, oh, I'm safe. But then once you leave the building, you're going to go back into this fear mode? Because you can die anywhere. So I just was like, wow. So I was kicked out of church. I wasn't even able to step foot in it because I had my work bag with me. And yep, so that's how things went down. Thank y'all for listening, but I just really had to get that off my chest because I went to see, we want to visit churches. Like, CCC is my home, and I went to visit church, and I was just like, wow, like blown away to how crazy that was. Like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn, you have Brooklyn, I guess, the Bronx, whatever, the 175th is in the Bronx. I just was like, man, that's crazy. And I felt embarrassed because literally I had to walk right off the line and walk out the gate. Like, I came in there to, I don't know, like, yo, leave me a comment. Like, how should I feel? Like, I mean, I know how I feel. This is how I feel. I'm not asking anybody how should I feel. I'm going to correct myself, but wow. Like, am I bugging? I know I'm not bugging. Like, I'm not bugging. Like, I guess if anybody does go to that church, like, I would have loved to see how, the message was, how the service goes so I can, experience it. But I know I won't go there ever again. Like, I would never go there again because I don't want to go through something like searching my bag and walking through a metal detector to get into church. That's just, I don't know if that should be something that is done. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, I want y'all to have a blessed rest of the week. Stay positive and productive. And always know that God got you, and everything that happens is for a reason. And even in the bad, there's still the good. Because guess what? I still got content from this experience that I had today. I've met a lot of people today, and, my energy was still good, but there was a lot of stuff trying to throw me off, my high vibration. So just stay focused. Stay focused on what it is you want, where you want to be, and your peace. All right? Stay blessed. Love y'all. Hi there. You are tuned into Beauty and Braids, the podcast where I, Karyne Tenard, has conversations about all things relevant to personal growth and development. Just a heads up, I'm unfiltered. You're welcome. Thank you again for listening to Beauty and Braids. I'm your girl Karyne, and this has been another great day. Until next time, you'll hear from me then. In the meantime, please follow me on @HairByKaryne, @ShopBraidAppeal, and @YTC Nonprofit. Get to know me a little bit better. Check them out. Bye.